Hello to all of you, and I decided to make this video to talk about the Cop21, the International Climate Convention that is happening now in Paris. And it started obviously today, the day where all the delegates and presidents from from a lot of countries came, like from 139, basically all of the countries in the world, which is a very great number. Problem is that these kind of conventions already happened in other countries in other years before that. A lot of them. The most famous one is the Kyoto one that happened in 1997. Thing is that more often than not, the results from these conventions, from these climate climate meetings, are lacking every time. It's very difficult to see a climate convention where there were made great and big decisions that had a very big impact on the planet, because it never happened. The interesting thing that in these days there were a lot of people that expressed their desire for a big change, because actually the scientific community is unanimously united and are sure that in the next years, if we do not change drastically our means of how we interact with the environment, then that will bring a catastrophic climate change to the world. Tornadoes, the thawing of the ice, and the increase of the water levels with that. So the situation is really dire, and the thing is that there are no big steps that are made to stop this problem. So I want just to make my voice heard and to say that the situation is really bad. So it's a message to all of us, not only the governments or the companies, but to all of the people. It's only one voice, mine. So I hope that all of you will try to express their opinion, their voice, and make it heard. So I will make this small hashtag, like I decided to make it noplanetB, which was one of the protesters in Australia was showing a sign that said "No Planet B." So I decided to make this kind of hashtag. But you can make your own. You can make your own video and make your own voice heard, because there were thousands and thousands of people on those manifestations, like in Australia, but even in Paris, which was locked down after that, even in Brussels and many other countries in the world. So we should not only make our voice heard on the streets, which is a great thing, but many people do not have that possibility, like me, because I don't live in a big city, a capital of great importance, where all the manifestation took place, where all of those manifestations took place. So I highly suggest to all of you to make a video, to make even a post, everything, share it, use the social media for something useful for a time. So let's make this a message from all of us. Not only thousands but millions and even billions, because internet is actually expanded to billions of people. So if we make our voice heard, all of us together, then it will have a more powerful impact than ever. So we should use this tool of internet and use it together. And it is another small message to the companies. You should not think at the short term or at the profit for the next day or the day after. You should think for the next years. The greatest businessmen have done that, and they entered in history because of that. They thought in a long-term planning, so you should also think that way too. I mean, what use is if you have money for tomorrow, if the next 5 years, if in the next 5 years there are going to be catastrophes, climate changes that will destroy, and you will lose money, customers, and everything, what you hold most important. So think in a more long-term plan, and also the same for the governments. You should be more strict and severe regarding the policies, and you should actually implement them and not just say pretty words. This is just my voice, one voice, but I hope other people will do the same. In every language possible. I'm talking English because it's an international language. It's not my mother tongue, so yeah. But then still, I'm still trying to send this message. is one voice. I hope there will be other voices. The hashtag is noplanetB. So if you create another hashtag. So I hope everybody will do something to that. If you want, you can just comment below, and I hope to all of you a good day.